Alright, we're back, and we're going to talk about the picks first, then we'll get to some rival games that are in there.
Yep.
Alright, Bill, start her off.
Alright, so the first game that is on Thursday is the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, by the time this video gets up there, we would already know, so this is a guess before then, because this is the day before the game.
Exactly.
So, I'm going to have to say... I'm pretty sure I'm going to be very wrong, but I want the Falcons to win.
Alright. Any particular reason why you think the Falcons are going to win? Or
home field advantage. They need to take advantage of that. That's the only way they're going to win.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to just put it bluntly. The Atlanta Falcons have no defense, and Drew Brees is a Hall of Fame quarterback. He is going to probably rip apart the Falcons' defense.
I can see that, and I don't blame you for thinking it.
I mean, literally, he's been completing passes to 11 different receivers, and I really don't see how the Falcons can win. If Tony Gonzalez gets going and Harry Douglas for the Falcons get going and Steven Jackson, they have a chance. But if they don't, the New Orleans Saints are going to stomp them.
You know what they need? Turnovers. I think that also might be a key.
Indeed.
A turnover will definitely shake the New Orleans confidence a little bit. You gotta rattle them.
Yeah.
It could do that to anybody, not just them. Just go on.
If Drew Brees gets picked off, he tends to throw picks in bunches. So
yeah, it works on everybody because that puts more pressure. I mean, even the most calm and collected and seasoned quarterbacks or any player really, it's a nightmare just to get a pick, especially if it's like a pick six. It's bad. Next team.
All right, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions.
Oh, the Tampa Bay. I think they're just trying to win any game they can. They know they're not going to get in, but they're going to do their damn best to get close to it. So I would say show no mercy and do not underestimate Tampa Bay. We don't want a repeat of the Pittsburgh game. It's at home. They got the home field advantage. They can take it easy if they show no mercy to the Tampa Bay and destroy their morale. That is the key right there. So I'm going to go with my Lions.
Oh man, I am going with the Lions as well because I'm a Detroit kid, and
What's
personally, the key to this game is if the Lions defense can shut down Bobby Rainey and the running game and Mike Glennon, the quarterback. If they can get in Glennon's space with Ndamukong Suh or Fairley or any of them, Ziggy Ansah, if they can get in Glennon's space and shut him down, I think the Lions can win this easily or throw off any timing that the Buccaneers have. But I really personally think this game is going to be an offensive shootout. Both teams don't have defense, and I really think the Lions are going to kick a game-winning field goal, and it's going to be like 51-48 or something like that.
Oh, it's going to be a shootout like Cowboys. But that's going to be worse than that. It's going to be like the Cowboys-Broncos game.
Yeah.
So it can go... Yeah.
But with two horrible defenses playing against each other, just like the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, to be fair, the Cowboys
Broncos
held against Peyton Manning. I mean, they took out his record.
Yeah.
They took out a few records of him. I mean, remember that big interception near the end? That was really good.
Yeah.
It was needed, too. But next game.
But next game is Minnesota Vikings at Green Bay Packers.
Oh, this one's going to be interesting. I mean, the Vikings aren't so hot right now. And neither are the Packers. I think it's a game that nobody's going to be like, everyone, even I am, and I like Green Bay. But it's like without Rodgers or any of the good players because they're still out. I think most of them are out for the season, not just for a few weeks. So it's going to be tough. But if the Packers could come out of this and take a win, I think this is home. This is a home game for the Packers, right?
Correct.
I think that the home field advantage might also change the fate, but It all depends. Whoever makes the bigger slip up, really. So I'm going to have to go, because I'm a little biased, towards the Packers, primarily because home advantage. And it's a matter if they could prevent a big slip up, which they might or might not be able to do. But then again, it goes to the Vikings, too. It's anyone's game, really.
Okay. I totally agree with you. It's anyone's game. Packers defense is terrible. Vikings defense is terrible. The two quarterbacks for each team are terrible, and really the only... Well, Tolzien is decent, but Christian Ponder? The only saving grace is Adrian Peterson for the Vikings, and he's playing against a terrible run defense, and I'm still not sold on Eddie Lacy. I think Lacy can run on the Vikings defense, but I think Adrian Peterson can run more on the Packers defense. And for selfish reasons, I want the Packers to lose, so I want the Vikings to win. So that way they only are 3-8, and the Packers are 5-6. So I am picking the Minnesota Vikings to defeat the Green Bay Packers.
Alright then, we'll go to the next game.
Here we go. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans.
I can't even tell you if the Texans can come out on top. They have another home game, but it's even at home. They're just as bad. I think they're equally bad in home and away now. Only one home game win, one away game win.
Yep.
And with that, it's gonna be hard now. And the Jaguars, yeah, they've only won one game, but you think they're gonna try to lose here? They know that that Texans are in disarray, and they're gonna take full advantage of that, especially in the second half. They might play around in the beginning, maybe just to let Texans score, but the second half, I fear they're gonna really try to kick it into high gear and take the win. What Texans need to do, work on that second half strategy. It's not cutting out. They need to improve. I don't think they don't deserve the playoffs at this point. I can tell you that much. But at least try to win the remaining of your games. I know you can't beat the Patriots and the Broncos. I'd like if you could, but they won't be able to. Not with this team. Not with everybody, with the best players injured. But still, I think this is the Jaguars. But so long as they don't hold back, and if they know they can't do well in the second half, just score all you can in the first half. That's not a bad strategy. If you could, the defense can play pretty well when it counts in the second half. It's just the offense doesn't retaliate just like the away team does. So if they could just score enough in the first half and just get a big lead over the Jaguars, it'll be fine. Something like that.
Oh, so you're saying big lead and then Jaguars whittle it away, but the Texans win.
Yeah, but hold it out. So
okay.
I'm gonna have to go with the Texans, just because it's the Jaguars. But I wouldn't underestimate them anyway.
Okay, so I'm going to go if Matt Schaub plays that entire game, and the Jaguars' defense is improving. If Matt Schaub plays that entire game, they're going to lose. And I really hate saying that, but I think they're going to lose to the Jaguars if Matt Schaub plays. If Case Keenum plays, I think they have a better shot at winning, and the Texans win. So if Case Keenum plays, it's the Texans. If it's Matt Schaub throughout the entire game, it's the Jaguars, and the Jaguars will win by 3. So I'm gonna kind of sit the fence, but right now Matt Schaub is the starter. Schaub is the starter. I'm picking the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that I didn't think I'd ever do that this season.
Wait, Schaub starting?
Yeah, Schaub starting.
Oh, god damn it.
All
We'll
right.
see. He needs the chance to redeem himself, to be fair. And this is the chance. This is the perfect chance when you think about it. If you can't win against the Jaguars, you deserve to be fired.
You should start crying in a corner is really what you should be doing.
I know.
All right.
Next team.
San Diego Chargers at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, this is going to be tough. The Chiefs might have lost some morale, and Chargers need to take advantage of the fact that they lost one game. they're going to try to retaliate the best they can, but if they can get around that and be quick-witted enough, prevent those interceptions and fumbles that is what makes them win, they could take it. So I'm going to go with the Chargers, but it's going to be a tough game.
I am going to go with I'm not going with San Diego. I'm going with Kansas City, and here's my reasoning. Tamba Hali and the Kansas City defense could not get to Peyton Manning last game, so in this game they're going to more than make up for it, and they're going to go crazy and throw Philip Rivers around like he's a rag doll. And San Diego's offensive line is beat up. Danny Woodhead's 5'6" as a running back trying to block pass rushers. I don't think that's going to happen. And I really think the Chiefs are going to come in and kind of, throw around Philip Rivers. And I really think it's going to be a close game still. I think it's going to be like 20-17 Chiefs. Oh, man.
I think it would, if what your prediction is true, I'm going to add 10 points onto that. 30-27. I think it's going to be another game where the average of 17 points per other team of the Chiefs is going to get shattered. If that makes sense. Yeah.
All right.
Next team.
So, the Carolina Panthers at the Miami Dolphins.
Well, this one's going to be tough, but I think the Dolphins might come out on top if they do what they did against the Chiefs. If they could hold out on the red zone, especially against the Panthers, they can make something happen. They proved that they can do it in the last game, but can they keep it up? Because the Chargers were pretty good. They were on a hot streak, too. And now where the Panthers are, especially coming out of a Patriots win. So it's going to be tough, but I think that the Dolphins can win, assuming they play as well as they did last week.
Alright, so I'm thinking that the Panthers are going to be at a very high, but I think they keep that high going, and Cam Newton is going to run all over the Dolphins' defense, the quarterback, Cam Newton, and he's going to run all over the defense, and that's going to open up the passing game for the Panthers. And I really think that the Panthers' defense is going to just choke the life out of the Dolphins. So, I'm predicting the Panthers to win the game.
Not bad. Alright, the next game, we need to hurry it up, actually. We're running out of time.
Alright, Pittsburgh Steelers at Cleveland Browns.
Oh, this one's gonna be good. This is a rival game, isn't it? This is one of the big division games. Not as big as Cincinnati, Cleveland, but it's gonna be just as good. Oh, this one's gonna be close, but I think the Browns are gonna take it. It's gonna be tough, but I think that they can pull it off.
I really think the Browns can pull it off as well, and Joe Hayden's an amazing player, and the Browns' defense is legitimate, and they will shut down Ben Roethlisberger. I am picking the Browns to win again.
It's gonna be good.
Hell yeah. So, next up, Chicago Bears at St. Louis Rams.
Oh god, this is gonna be interesting. Rams seem to have a tendency to do well at home. They might not win, but they always seem to give the other team a run for their money. I think they actually did I think they played the New Orleans Saints at one point, or was it the 49ers? They played one of them, and they actually nearly won.
Right.
So, it might be tough, but I think the Rams might do another upset like they did with the Texans.
For selfish reasons, I am going totally St. Louis Rams, and I hope that Kellen Clemens goes absolutely crazy.
What's the key to winning, though?
I think really the Rams passing attack, Chicago Bears defense. The Bears defense is pretty bad now. They have no Brian Urlacher, and their defense is in shambles. It's totally hurt.
Oh, that's bad. Well, is that all? Because guess what? We're out of time. We have to go to a fourth part. We're going into overtime.
Overtime!
Alright, well, technically it'd be a fourth part, so it'd be fourth quarter. But whatever, we're counting it as overtime.
Yep.
So we'll get the rest of the scores, and we might talk a bit of some of the rival games as well, not just the Cowboys and the Giants.
We still got 6 more games to go there.
I know. Damn it. I talked too much. It's my fault. Let's hurry it up. See you guys in a minute.
Yeah,